let's see if we can answer the question, is the LG G6 a V20 killer? It catches up on lifestyle features while pushing the boundaries on screen, boundaries. And the G6 is a bold move from a company which has been struggling to nail down a brand identity. Is LG on point, or should the discerning smartphone fan stick with the bigger phone? Starting off with design, there's just no contest. The G6 is one of the prettiest phones we've ever held. Excellent attention to details, terrific fit and finish, gentle angles and tapers. It looks good, it feels good. The V20 was built along more practical lines, and throughout our coverage of the phone, the kindest description we could deliver was that it was charmingly ugly. Because it is. What surprised me though, the G6 is a little easier to hold on to sans case. It's ever so slightly thicker, giving it broader sides, and if you have dry skin, the V20's satiny finish is slicker. If you have sweaty paws, expect glass to slide more readily. Depending on circumstances, either phone might be fairly droppable, so we're happy to see both phones rated at mil-spec 810G drop resistance. Checking out the specs, this battle's a bit more competitive. The V20 wins for base model storage, doubling the G6, and includes some fun lifestyle features like the IR blaster and a removable battery. The G6 trades those last two for enhanced water resistance and wireless charging. We also benefit from a newer chipset. The Qualcomm 821 doesn't represent a dramatic change in power, but the G6 benches better and is generally a snappier performer overall. A special note on displays, the G6 represents the first phone to change aspect ratio to deliver more real estate in a smaller form factor. While these both have 5.7-inch diagonals, the V20 is broader. The screen on the G6 is a terrific achievement, but in terms of area, it's closer in size to a 5.5-inch 16:9 display. So if you want the really bigger screen, the V20 is the better option. It's technology in transition. We're waiting for more apps to really support taller displays. Sure, you can see an extra line of text in a browser, but you're also likely to see a fair bit of pillar boxing, especially in video apps. LG makes better use of this height in the camera app, organizing modes and square photo features, and if you do a lot of multitasking, the G6 is a champ when displaying two apps on your screen at the same time, but if you only have one app on your screen, the V20 is going to maximize that real estate a bit more efficiently. A quick look at battery performance, and the two phones run neck and neck. The small capacity advantage on the G6 does not seem to deliver any significant advantage in our tests, even with the V20's second ticker display drawing extra juice. And this is mirrored in our recharge test, where both phones use Quick Charge 3.0 and both top off pretty fast. Shifting over to audio and taking a listen to the speakers on board, they're pretty much a wash. Where we hear a bigger difference is in headphone technology. LG still has the courage to include 3.5mm headphone jacks, and this is an easy win for the V20. Still, the best output we've ever heard from a phone. Extremely sophisticated in detecting headphone impedance, and it packs an incredible amp to drive nicer cans. In the markets where the G6 does not have the super quad DAC, the G6 is still plenty competitive against Galaxies and iPhones, which is a huge step up from the G5, but it's just not gonna beat the V20's killer audio. Now, audio, photography, and video, major focus for the V20, so it's no surprise that the phablet takes the win for camera tech. The larger main image sensor delivers better low-light performance and ever so slightly better bokeh, especially when working at macro distances. The The V20 produces higher quality video, and the microphone array can be tuned to focus the direction of your recordings. The G6 is a formidable photo fighter, still representing one of the most flexible camera systems available on a phone, but the only cut-and-dry victory it can eke out is the wide-angle camera. Higher resolution and a slightly less wide field of view, the G6 secondary shooter is a little more useful and a little less distorty than the one found on the V20. So let's wrap this up. Where's that leave us between the LG G6 and the LG V20? For the die-hard individual who wants the absolute best in photo, video, and audio performance, there's really no competition in this market for the V20. It's a monster and a phone we rely on regularly to shoot video reviews on this channel. The G6 really is the better overall lifestyle device though. It's prettier, it's just as drop resistant with rated water resistance, it's snappier, and though camera and audio tech are compromised against the big brother LG, they're still more than competitive against the rest of the smartphone market. It shouldn't come as a surprise when a newer phone outperforms an older phone. But what's exciting for LG is the shift in execution over successive generations of product. From the misstep, which was the G5, to the V20, to the G6. 1 year. That's pretty nice refinement. Whether one of these is the winner in this showdown and which one might be the better fit for you, this is a much better track for LG, and we'll always be happy to see progress. As always, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe to this channel for more comparisons like these, and help us out with some sharing on your favorite social networks. For Pocket Now, I'm Juan Carlos Bagnell, some gadget guy on Twitter and Instagram, and I will catch you all